guys, I'm Jessie, and today we're going to talk about a Harry Potter fan theory while I make this cartoon. Ready? Here we go.
Warning, the following video may contain spoilers.
Now, we all remember how Professor Snape really wanted the Defense Against the Dark Arts teaching position. He applied every year but was always denied. Now, most people, even Snape, suspected that the reason he was refused this position was due to fear that it might bring about temptation to dabble back into his old ways. But what if that wasn't the reason?
Dude, he was a Death Eater. Of course that was the reason. He totally would have gone back to doing evil crap.
Hear me out. We also know that many believe the Defense Against the Dark Arts teaching position to be cursed. Hogwarts hadn't been able to keep a teacher in that position for more than a year, after all. What if Dumbledore's real reason for not allowing Snape the position was because he suspected that the position really was cursed, and he didn't want to lose Snape from Hogwarts?
Wait, what?
I know, but BinkyCat500, who wrote a fan theory over on Reddit that inspired this video, theorized that this might be the actual reason. Think about it. In Half-Blood Prince, we find out that the whole Hogwarts never being able to keep a Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher for longer than a year thing started after Dumbledore refused the post to Tom Riddle, aka Lord Voldemort. This happened sometime around 1965 to 1971, shortly after Dumbledore became headmaster. If you look back, however, you'll notice that this wasn't the first time Voldemort asked for the position. The first time was back in 1945. He discovered that the dark arts teacher at the time, Galatea Merrythought, was retiring, and upon graduating from Hogwarts immediately went to headmaster Armando Dippet and asked for the position. He was denied, however, because he was 18 years old and the headmaster thought he was too young, but offered him to reapply after a few years when he was older. Fast forward about 20 years and he comes back to ask Dumbledore for the position. But he's denied again because Dumbledore believes he has harmful intentions. And he's right. Voldemort only wanted to use the position to recruit students into his future army and have access to the Chamber of Secrets. Well, because of this second refusal and knowing that he'll likely never get the job, Voldemort places a curse on the position so that no teacher will ever be able to hold the position for more than a year. Not only because he's a dick, but because with the instability of the curriculum, this could cripple the education of any who might oppose him for decades to come. Now, after Professor Merrythought, it's unknown who all held the Defense Against the Dark Arts position before Professor Quirrell took the position in 1991. But we can assume it was a lot. I mean, after Voldemort was denied the second time, there would have been more than 20 Defense Against the Dark Arts professors. And I think we can safely assume there were. Otherwise, why would everybody and their brother who attends the school spread rumors that the post was cursed? It's safe to say that Dumbledore long suspected that Tom Riddle had cursed the job, because anybody filling the position would not be able to hold the job for more than a year, and would seemingly depart from Hogwarts in any manner of unpleasant ways. I mean, just take a look at what we were able to see in the books. Quirrell dies in the Philosopher's Stone. Lockhart's memory is erased in Chamber of Secrets. Lupin was fired in Prisoner of Azkaban, and Moody was locked in a trunk for 9 months while Barty Crouch Jr. stole his identity for the entirety of the term in Goblet of Fire. And if you're being picky, that means that term departed 2 people in 1 year because Barty Crouch Jr., who actually served the term, received the Dementor's Kiss, a fate worse than death. Then, of course, we all remember Umbridge, but we can all agree she deserved everything she ought.
Do something! Tell them I mean no harm!
I'm sorry, Professor. I must not tell lies.
What are you doing? I am Senior Under Secretary to Laura Jane...
And these were only just the ones we got to see. If there were indeed over 20 Defense Against the Dark Arts professors that departed within a year before Professor Quirrell in the first book, Dumbledore would have obviously suspected something was up.
That's all pretty cool and everything, but didn't J.K. Rowling already confirm the position was cursed? Pretty sure that's common knowledge.
Yes, but let's still go over the rest of this theory, because there's more. Dumbledore knew that if he allowed Snape to have the Defense Against the Dark Arts job, he would have lost him from Hogwarts within a year.
Well, what's the big deal? Snape was mean to the students. What made him so special?
Well, Snape was also Dumbledore's friend, and he wouldn't have wanted to lose him like that. Not only that, but Snape was simply too indispensable an ally and informant. We already know that Snape was a former Death Eater. Shortly before Voldemort killed Lily Potter, Snape changed sides and became a member of the Order of the Phoenix and Double Agent, secretly working against Voldemort in hopes it would help protect Lily. Well, Voldemort finds and kills her along with James Potter anyway, but is unable to kill Harry, as you all know. After this, Snape is devastated, but Dumbledore convinces him to ensure Harry's safety out of respect for his mother, Lily's, memory, because he knew eventually Voldemort would return and then everyone would be screwed. That year, Dumbledore hires Snape on his potions master, even though he wanted the defense against the dark arts position. As already said, most thought it was due to fear that Snape would revert back into his Death Eater ways. But in actuality, Dumbledore trusted him and didn't want to risk losing him to the curse. He knew that if and when Voldemort returned, Snape would have known it, or at least seen it coming, and could warn Dumbledore and would protect Harry. If Snape was given the position and wound up possibly dying at the end of the term, not only does Dumbledore lose a friend, but also his one tie to Voldemort.
Wait, I thought Dumbledore eventually did let Snape have the defense against the dark arts position.
That's right, he did. In Harry's 6 years, Snape is finally allowed the position. However, this is also only after Dumbledore realized he was going to die. The summer before Harry's 6th year, Dumbledore had tracked down one of Voldemort's Horcruxes, a ring owned by Marvolo Gaunt, Voldemort's grandfather. Seeing that the ring contains the Resurrection Stone and knowing the legend that the stone had the power to revive the dead, Dumbledore lets his desire to see his late family overcome his common sense for a moment and puts on the ring, forgetting that Voldemort has cursed it. Well, the curse spread quickly, but Dumbledore was a quite powerful wizard and was able to destroy the ring and the piece of Voldemort's soul with it, and quickly get back to Hogwarts where Snape was able to trap the curse in Dumbledore's hand. Whereas if it had been anyone else, they probably would have died within minutes. However, despite the curse now being trapped to his hand, both Dumbledore and Snape know that it's a matter of time before the curse spreads to the rest of his body and kills him. Knowing that he has little time left, he pressures Snape into agreeing to be the one to end it when the time came. Dumbledore also knew that, one way or another, Snape would be likely to be unable to stay at Hogwarts as a teacher by the end of the year, because after Snape killed him, he would likely be revealed as a Death Eater. So, after all these years of saying no, and knowing that everything is coming to an end anyway, and as repayment for Snape performing the ultimate service of killing him before Voldemort could, he finally gives Snape his dream job. He finally allows him the defense against the dark arts position. But wait, there's more.
Wait, more? I'm pretty sure that's it. I mean, you just explained everything.
It's Harry Potter. There's always more. But I've decided that this next part deserved its own video, so I'm going to wrap up this video by featuring this piece from digital artist JD. JD is an architect from Slovenia who likes to doodle in his spare time. If you'd like to see more of his work, check out his links in the description. And if you'd like a chance for your work to be featured in a future video, then submit your art via social media. All my links are down below. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. For now, be sure to check out the sequel to this video on the left. You know you're dying to see it. And to make sure you don't miss out on future videos, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'm doing a giveaway once this channel reaches 500 subscribers. More info on that in the description. Again, thank you all for watching. Bye!